Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and today I am announcing the second annual Read Around the World-a-thon. So this is the second year that I am doing this readathon, and I am so excited. This is a year-long readathon. You can do it however you want to. If you don't want to take the entire year, if you want to do this within 1 month, depending on how many books you read, that is okay. It's a pretty loose readathon. I don't have many rules for this, but pretty much only one rule. So last year we did a whole board game with rolls, our dice, and all the fun stuff. I made it easier this year. So we are doing prompts each month. And as I said, you don't have to do them every month. You can do more than one each month. But the only rule is you do have to go in order. So the goal of this readathon is to get to your dream vacation. So I am so excited. It's going to be so much fun. So honestly, one of these might be your dream vacation, depending on how far you get. So the goal is to get all the way to the top, which is your dream destination. Wherever you want to go in the world, that's where you get to go if you complete all the prompts around the world. But you do get to have vacations along the way. So if you complete, let's see, if you complete the first prompt, which is a packing list item on the cover, because obviously, a packing list item on the cover, you have to pack it. It could be anything. It could be a woman wearing clothes because you'll pack clothes. A book on the cover if you pack a book. It could be anything on the cover as long as you pack it for a vacation. And that's a perfect prompt to begin with because we're starting to travel. So if you complete that prompt, you get to go to beautiful San Francisco. And I put the little icon there. So you get to go to beautiful San Francisco. It's still in the majority of where we live in the US. If not, then you get to travel to the US, wherever you're from. So the next one, it gets a little bit harder every once in a while. So the next one, you have to complete 3 prompts. And if you complete all of those in a row, I did put arrows just to make it easier for you which way you're going on the map. So if you complete the next 3 prompts, you get to go to Hawaii. And I put a little island icon there. So the next prompt you have to complete. Remember, you have to do them in order. Next one is mode of transportation on the cover. So that can be a bicycle, a boat, a car, a helicopter, anything that is a mode of transportation. I will take it. And so that is the next one. The next prompt is a character you would bring on a trip. So any character that you enjoy in a book, if you like that character and you want to bring them on a trip, then that counts. The next prompt is a book you would take on vacation. That one's even easier. So any book that you're currently reading, when you hit that prompt, technically it's a book you take on vacation because you're reading it right now. Or if you want to do like a nice setting or whatever you want, these prompts are up to interpretation. If you have questions, just ask me. I'm happy to help. So then if you complete all those prompts, then you get to go to Hawaii. And then the next one, you only have to complete 1 prompt. And if you complete that prompt, you get to go to a beautiful Greece right there. So the next prompt is set in a place you have lived. So any place, if you've only lived in one place in your entire life, if you've lived in New York State and that's it, find a book that's set in New York State. Find a book set in California or Germany or England or Canada. Wherever you live, read a book where you have lived. And it doesn't have to be just where you live now. If you've lived somewhere else in the past, you can pick a book on there. Just any time in your lifespan, pick a book. I have a few options, thankfully. Although New York isn't that hard. There's like tons of books set in New York City. So, but any place you've lived in your entire life, that's where you're going for that one. And then if you complete that one, you get to go to Greece. All right, the next one is you can have 2 prompts here. And then if you complete those, you get to go to Sydney, Australia. I don't know if that icon showed right there. Sydney, Australia. So the next prompt is translated to a language you would like to learn. Obviously, you won't be able to read it, but it could be a book that started out as English and was translated to another language. It can also be the opposite way if it started out in German or Italian or French and got translated to English. Either way, any book that's been translated to a language that you would like to learn. You don't have to learn the language. Just something that you were interested in at some point. And then the next prompt is written by an author from another country. So it can be Canada, it can be any place south of the border, it can be in Europe, in Australia, any place, just as long as it's an author from another country that you do not currently live in. So that helps because I'm in the US, but if you live in Canada, you can pick an author from the US. So any author that's just not from your country. So if you make it to Sydney, then you have 2 more prompts. If you make those, you get to go to Paris, which obviously some of these could be your dream destination. So just either visit that place again if you want to, or pick another dream destination. So the next prompt is set in a place you would like to live. So any place you would like to live, I mean, obviously you don't have to move there. It's just like, you're dreaming about it. Where would you like to live? Even if you've never been there, just a place that you think you would like to live. And then the next prompt is souvenir on the cover that you would buy. So if it's a souvenir that you would buy on vacation, it's like, again, a book on the cover is fine. Pins, magnets, clothing, and like an I Heart New York or I Heart Paris t-shirt. All those things work, anything that you would buy as a souvenir. And not necessarily you. I mean, in general, technically, a lot of people don't buy souvenirs. So if there's pictures on the cover, that's a souvenir if you take pictures. So that counts too. And so if you make those, then you get to go to Paris. Next prompt, you only have to do 1, and then you get to go to Rome, Italy, if you make that one. And this one is easy, set in Europe. So that's anything that's set in Europe, a contemporary romance, historical fiction, anything that is set in Europe. That's how easy that is. And then we have 2 more prompts, and then we get to go to our dream destination if we want to. And you can even write in that bubble. I have printables for you down below, as well as if you use Instagram or Facebook or whatever, I also have graphics for those as well, so you can share your books. So the last 2 prompts is character experiences something you would like to try. So if, if you have health issues, but you've always wanted to go ziplining, or anything in general, really, hot air balloon ride, going on a spy mission. I mean, just anything that you would like to try or have always wanted to do, then you pick a book for that. And then the last one is has a map. Oh, also, character that experiences something you would like to try. If that character is traveling to a place you wanted to go, I would count that as well. Okay, the last prompt is has a map. So any book that has a map on the front, back cover, inside the book. It doesn't matter where it is, just as long as it has a map. So that is it. And as I said, all you have to do is make sure to do all the prompts in order of where they are. And so yeah, it's going to be lots of fun. Please let me know down below if you plan on joining in. I'm actually going to be doing one a month. I believe there's either 12 or 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There is 12. There's exactly 12 prompts. I think I did that on purpose. So I'm doing 1 a month for the entire year. I'm not going to go ahead, because a lot of the times with reading challenges, I tend to rush and do it like all in 1 or 2 months. But I really like doing 1 a month for my reading challenge. So that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm doing 1 a month, and I think it's going to be so much fun. So I hope you join in. And of course, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. There are no wrong questions at all. Not at all. So anything that you have questions about, let me know. But I hope you enjoyed this fun readathon. As I said, printables are down below. We are going to have so much fun. And yeah, it's going to be lots of fun. So in the beginning of January, I probably will put up a book recommendation video of books that go along with these prompts. So stay tuned for that as well. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.